store wants charging stations too.
And fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. And get $75 your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply. Okay, I have to tell you, I was just looking on eBay where I go for all kinds of things I love, and there it was.
A hologram trading card. One of the rarest. The last one I needed for my set. Shiny like the
Designer handbag of my dreams. One of a kind. eBay had it, and now everyone's asking, ooh, where'd you get your
windshield wiper?
Don't just sell out, max out. Sell your home once and get paid twice. Here's how it works. Max Out Homes buys distressed homes at current market value, offering an immediate payment. No delays, no hassle. Once that's done, our team of
Transit on the ones, and here's Karen Stewart.
In New Jersey, westbound 80.
Transit on the ones, and here's Karen Stewart.
In New Jersey, westbound 80 since 5:31 this morning, by the way. We have an overturned tractor trailer at exit 30 for Howard Boulevard and Mount Arlington. The right and center lanes and the entrance ramp to 30 are all blocked. Your alternate there is Route 46. They're probably going to start working on uprighting this thing and getting it off the roadway now. So we take a check of what we see on Long Island's Big 3. Over on the LIE, we've got slowdowns at Glen Cove Road. The Northern State is fine. And the Southern State has slowdowns traveling from Bethpage Parkway and getting into the Montauk. Just slowdowns. That's all they are. Nothing that is too heavy that should hold you back at all. The LIE in Queens is delayed from Casino Boulevard to Woodhaven Boulevard. And then we're jammed from 58th Street, almost Maurice Avenue on the westbound LIE to the inbound side of the Queens Midtown Tunnel. And over at the Hudson River, the inbound George is 40 for the upper, 25 for the lower. The inbound is 40 and the inbound Tunnel is 45 for the delay. Center lane is still there near 230th Street. The delays go back to the Mosh Loop. Stick with the Henry Hudson Parkway instead there. Traffic is sponsored by MajorWorld.com. Don't get duped by low advertised prices on pre-owned cars. Once you try to buy one, the final price ends up being thousands more. Come to Major World for transparent pricing and no surprises. Major World, 4340 Northern Boulevard, Long Island City, Queens. Call 1-800-MAJOR-AUTO or go to MajorWorld.com. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
And let's get the latest on this 1010 Winds AccuWeather forecast now. We've got a lot to look at today, Brian Thompson.
We do. We have a cold front that's coming in from the west, Linda, and there's a storm system running along that, so it's going to bring a kind of a mess of rain and some strong winds, too. We've already had some rounds of rain coming on through, although we're still in a bit of a lull right now across the city and most nearby suburbs. But the rain slowly but surely coming eastward across western New Jersey. We have some more rain on the east end of Long Island, too. So we'll have periods of rain, some heavy at times as we head throughout the day, maybe even a thunderstorm. There can be areas of flooding, especially in low-lying and poor drainage areas. We need the rain still, but we'll pick up close to 2 inches of rain in many places, and a lot of that falling in a relatively short period of time. And then those locally damaging wind gusts to 50 or even 60 miles per hour this afternoon and evening, too. 65 the high this afternoon. Still windy and turning colder tonight as the rain ends. It will clear out as the night goes on, low 33. Sunny to partly cloudy, blustery, and much colder tomorrow, high 38. AccuWeather real field temperatures in the 20s. Not as harsh with less wind Friday and Saturday with some sunshine, highs in the upper 30s to near 40. 59 and cloudy right now in Midtown. We're going up to 65. On AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station, 1010 Winds on 92.3 FM.
Winds News Time, 10:14.
Kids can be so picky. What they like today, they don't like tomorrow. That's not a problem in our house because I always have Golden Blossom honey on my grocery list. It tastes great on so many things like honey glazed barbecue ribs and honey mustard grilled chicken. Spread it on biscuits, cereal, pancakes, toast, and waffles. How about honey guacamole? Golden Blossom is the tastiest honey there is, and I know it's a brand I can trust. You always know where their honey comes from because they put it right on the front label. Believe me, not every brand does it like that. If you're like my family trying to be more health conscious these days, Golden Blossom honey is an excellent, healthy, and delicious alternative to sugar. You can use it in all your holiday baking. Golden Blossom stands for quality and tradition, and some traditions are worth preserving. Golden Blossom honey makes everything taste better. Look for the green and gold label, and for lots of delicious recipes, check out goldenblossomhoney.com.
Golden Blossom honey makes everything taste better.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today. Here's another great reason to use the United States Postal Service this season. When sending a package, why venture outside? Ship with USPS for a true holiday ride. Want to stay cozy and warm? There's no need to roam. With free package pickup and labels printed from home. We have over 600,000 employees always in motion. And before you know it, your gift has delivered in motion. Spread the holiday joy this season with USPS's enhanced network. Learn more at USPS.com/holidayride.
Wins News Time, 10:16. That morning cup of joe could get more expensive next year. The price of Arabica beans has risen to an all-time high of $3.44 a pound. That's up more than 80% this year. Instant coffee bean prices are up almost double from last year. Droughts in Brazil and in Vietnam, the world's largest producers, have led to smaller harvests. Well, the new 2025 to 2030 dietary guidelines for Americans will probably sound a little familiar.
Americans should eat more beans, peas, and lentils and cut back on red and processed meats and starchy vegetables. It's also a good idea to continue to limit added sugars, sodium, and saturated fat. That's the advice released by an expert panel of nutritionists with the U.S. edition of the dietary guidelines. But the 20-member panel did not weigh in on the growing role of unprocessed foods that have been linked to health problems, saying there's not enough evidence to tell people avoid them. I'm Shirley Adler.
Wicked fan. You'll finally be able to sing along in theaters. After being shamed on social media for singing along loudly in theaters during screenings of Wicked, those local fans now have sing-along screenings for Wicked are scheduled to begin this day and run through January 2nd, according to the film's official website. You can check that website for the locations and details. Well, it's the end of an era for the iconic Friars Club, sold to a creditor for $17.2 million.
We're a fraternal organization established, I understand, in 1914, based on the concept of mutual interests, friendship, and most importantly of all, that you get your dues up on time every year.
The landmark New York City townhouse that was home to the Friars Club, seat of comedy and legendary roasts in the days of funny men like Johnny Carson, Henny Youngman, and Don Rickles.
Henny, when you get home tonight, how are you going to explain to your wife that Chet Huntley got bigger laughs than you did?
The auction capped a years-long decline of the club, exacerbated by a flood and the pandemic. Deborah Rodriguez for 1010 Wins.
The club, in fact, was $13 million in debt. Sale also includes all the club memorabilia. Many workers in the U.S. are happy with their jobs, but not their pay. A new Pew Research survey shows 88% of respondents said they were either extremely or very satisfied with their jobs. The ones who are not say that wages have not kept up with inflation. Only a quarter of respondents say they'll look for a new job in the coming months. Well, one of our most popular giveaways is back, the annual Stocking Stuffer on 1010 Wins, and it starts with tickets to see Mariah Carey December 17th at Barclays Center. Just listen each weekday morning between 7 and 8 for your chance to win, thanks to our friends at Live Nation. Visit livenation.com.
All news, all the time. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. 59 degrees and cloudy today at 10:20. I'm Linda Lopez, and here's what's happening. Heavy winds along with the rain will be the big concern today. We've got the details in AccuWeather coming on. An alcohol ban will be in effect once again on all mass transit this Saturday for SantaCon. The lawyer for the suspect Suspected gunman in the shooting death of United Healthcare CEO says police don't have the gun evidence to link his clients to the shooting. Well, we told you this at Thanksgiving, but it's the case again this month. Holiday travel expected to hit a record high this holiday season. And Jim Carrey revealing the very relatable reason he returned to do Sonic the Hedgehog 3. 10 winds, AccuWeather. We've got that wind advisory in effect for the city and the nearby suburbs. It's going to be quite mild today, but very windy, and the rain will be heavy at times. But we get to a high near 65 in the city. Winds News Time, 10:21. Check traffic and transit on the ones, and here's Karen Stewart.
Hempstead Turnpike between Hilton Avenue and Cathedral Avenue South in Hempstead has construction. Right lane construction. It's closed until 2 o'clock there in the area. And as we check what we see on the big three, the LIE and the Northern State look good. Oh, wow, the Southern State looks good. The big three are in very nice condition. We've got a heavy eastbound Jackie Robinson Parkway delay from Woodhaven Boulevard to Queens Boulevard with construction. We're also very heavy coming down the eastbound Grand Central to Kew Gardens and getting southbound on the Van Wyck down to Atlantic Avenue. Very heavy. Northbound, we've got a delay to Atlantic Avenue as well, but it's nowhere near as heavy as the southbound trip is. As we check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, the inbound 59th Street Bridge is super slow. Super! From Queens Boulevard to Brooklyn Boulevard, the delay is equal and the span is very heavy. The inbound RFK Triborough Bridge is pretty slammed across the span coming out of Queens, and we've got delays on the southbound Deegan getting on the Upper East Side span of the RFK Triborough Bridge as well. Mass transit running on or close to schedule, and we're sponsored by Moderna. Our next report's in less than 10. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Winds on 93.3 FM.
Big up.
Had COVID recently, your natural immunity may not last. That's why the CDC recommends getting vaccinated within 3 months after an infection. Ask your pharmacist about getting vaccinated this season. Brought to you by
In a tenth of a mile, turn right onto
We've got
Morris
some
Avenue.
advisories in effect today because of the high winds and heavy rains that we're expecting. Let's get the latest AccuWeather forecast. Here's Ryan Thompson.
Yeah, Linda, we do have a wind advisory that's in effect for the city and most nearby suburbs from noon today until 10 o'clock this evening, and we have a high wind warning for Long Island. That's where the winds will be a little stronger in and around the upwards of 55 miles per hour. Maybe a little higher than that southern-facing parts right along the coast, Brooklyn and Queens. But then across really the rest of Long Island, we'll have the potential for some 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts as we head into this evening as well. And the rain's going to be a problem as we head through the afternoon as well. Not seeing a whole lot of rain in and around the city right now, but we do have some rain across eastern Long Island, western parts of New Jersey. And the rain's going to fill in, and we'll see some heavier rain at times, even a thunderstorm in some spots into this afternoon, which could cause some flooding of low-lying and poor drainage areas, as many places will pick up close to 2 inches of rain before the rain tapers off from west to east this evening.
Y'all in the building, man, hit that like button. Let's go.
One-story building. Witnesses say a ball of fire consumed an outdoor dining area on the ground floor, which sent heavy smoke spewing through the neighborhood around 2:15. This guest woke up to the smell of smoke in her room.
Didn't really believe that this was happening. To us on vacation, but it was, and it did. So I'm just really grateful that everybody was okay.
There were no reported injuries. Investigators are still looking for the cause. A booth ban will once again be in effect on all mass transit this Saturday for the SantaCon Bar Crawl. That includes on Metro North, the LIRR, subways, and NJ Transit. Besides being on the naughty list, anyone caught with alcohol will receive a summons and have the drinks taken away. Extra cops will be on hand at Grand Central Madison, Penn Station, and Grand Central Terminal. NJT's ban will also be in effect next Saturday for Hoboken's SantaCon.
Come on now.
Well, the final edition of commemorative Metro cards are out. The cards feature New York influencers such as New York Nico, Subway Takes, and Overheard in New York. You can buy the cards at stations around the city, including Barclays Center, Grand Central, Penn Station, Union Square. These will be the last co-branded cards since the MTA will be transitioning over to the Omni system. Well, there will be a first-of-its-kind event at the White House today on women's health.
President Biden and the First Lady today host the first ever White House conference on women's health research, an event that brings together business and philanthropic leaders, women's health advocates, and federal representatives to highlight the work the administration's done to advance women's health research and discuss ways to continue progress. The White House says since its launch in November 2023, the Biden's initiative on women's health has galvanized nearly $1 billion in funding to close gaps in research on women's health, from menopause to brain disorders to cardiovascular disease. Karen Fabers, ABC News, with 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Wins News Time, 10:26. It's time for Bloomberg Money Watch now on 1010 Wins. And here's Courtney Donahoe.
Linda, the balloon seems to be popping for Party City. The company has been struggling for years with slowing sales. So now Party City is said to be considering options about its future, and that includes filing for bankruptcy once again. Party City just emerged from Chapter 11 late last year. Another choice it's thinking about is selling itself. Sources telling us it's behind on rent at some locations and running out of cash. Party City didn't respond to request for comment. General Motors pulling the plug on its robo-taxi business. CEO Mary Barra shutting down its Cruise self-driving taxi business, citing the high cost of development. Stocks are rising after today's consumer price report cements bets that the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates next week. The S&P 500 rising 0.7%. Bloomberg Money Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Courtney Donahoe for 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Now this message, seal prior convictions. Call the expungement firm, 212-227-9595. If you'd like to give back this holiday season, Bronx nonprofit Bronx Works is asking for donations of new toys or gifts for children of all ages. Lift lives and build futures for your Bronx neighbors. Go to bronxworks.org/give2024 and click View Our Holiday Wishes to see more.
It's the season for people to pretend to love your gifts.
Toe socks, how'd you know? Wow, a light-up sweater. Hypothetically, is there a gift receipt?
Beach-themed decor. This will look perfect in my closet.
Give a gift they don't have to pretend to love. Your ticket to winning the season is here. A chance to win up to $1 million with the new holiday scratch-off games from the New York Lottery. Please get responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Celebrate the holiday season at Flagstar at Westbury Music Fair. Engelbert Humperdinck, A Winter World of Love, Sunday, December 8th. An Old English Christmas with Herman Thurman, starring Peter Noon, Friday, December 13th. Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees, Songs and Stories, Saturday, December 14th. An intimate evening with David Foster and Catherine McPhee, Sunday, December 15th. Tickets on sale now at WestburyMusicFair.com. Part of the Catholic Health Concert Series.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to slow it down and get it going slower. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression. Izervay or avacincaptad pegol is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today. Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Are you the parent of a 2 to 7-year-old? Listen closely for an exciting free radio offer. By now, you've probably heard of ABC Mouse, the Parents' Choice Award-winning online learning program that's actually changing the lives of early learners everywhere. ABC Mouse is like a little one-on-one teacher. It has helped her so much. Right now, we're offering a special radio promo to try it free for a month. But you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to claim your free month. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Sponsored by Age of Learning.
Wesley Financial Group is not an offer.
Do you find Find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-838-6767. 800-838-6767. 800-838-6767.
58 degrees and cloudy. Good morning. I'm Linda Lopez. Winds news time 10:30.
Good morning, I'm Kevin Rincon. The suspect in the killing of the United Healthcare CEO still being held out in Altoona. He'll need to be brought here to face charges, and right now he's planning to fight extradition. Luigi Mangione's lawyer was on GMA. Thomas Dickey says the evidence cops claim to have don't link his client to the shooting.
I haven't seen any of that yet. One of the rules of evidence is there's a rule of completeness, so you have to take any writing or any document entirely, because some things can be taken out of context. So again, these are exactly the things that I can get my hands on.
Sign off on that to ensure that Mangione is tried and held accountable.
Come through. Hit that button.
10:30.
Come through. Button.
At the Gowanus Beach eastbound combination, coming out of the street into Atlantic Avenue, is really heavy. That entire has you backed up very heavily on the westbound LIE to 58th Street. And as we check things over the Hudson River, the inbound George is 40 for the upper, 25 for the lower, 15 from the Palisades Parkway approach, 20 minutes from Route 4 and 46. The outbound George is still okay, the inbound Lincoln is 45, the inbound Cullen has a broken down vehicle in the right lane, a 15-minute wait from the Skyway, 35-minute delays from the New Jersey Turnpike to North Bay extension. Sponsored by Bronx's own Honda dealer, Bronx Honda of East Fremont. Celebrate Happy Honda Day at Bronx Honda. Get trusted dealers since 1975. For a limited time, get $500 off any new or pre-owned Honda. Visit Bronx Honda in Westchester Square or online at bronxhonda.com and unwrap holiday savings. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
1010 Winds, AccuWeather forecast, meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Duncan, still a bit of a lull in the rain around the city and most nearby suburbs right now, but it is starting to expand eastward across western New Jersey.
Shout out to the Ghost of Music.
This July slot we've been in for the last few hours is going to be filling back in, and we'll see that rain redevelop heading into the afternoon. There will be some pockets of some heavy rain, even a thunderstorm through the afternoon. The rain tapers off from west to east this evening. Many places picking up a total of about 2 inches of rain out of this, if you include what's already miles per hour across portions of Long Island. So high of 65 as we get throughout this afternoon and evening.
In 1.2 miles, keep left to take I-95 south and JTP south toward Patterson Express.
38, AccuWeather real field temperatures in the 20s. Not as harsh by Friday and Saturday with less wind and a fair amount of sun. High the upper 30s to near 40. Cloudy at 59 right now in Midtown, only up to 65. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on New York's weather station. 1010 Winds on 93 FM.
Winds news time 10:34. Well, there's a lot going on in Syria. President Bashar al-Assad was overthrown by rebels, and literally hours after he fled to Russia, Israel went on the attack. Since Sunday, they've hit Syria with 480 strikes. The IDF says they've destroyed Syria's navy, who's gone after air defense systems, military airfields. It also acknowledged pushing into the demilitarized zone between the two countries. All of that's creating concern.
Geir Pedersen, the UN Special Envoy for Syria, says the situation needs de-escalating.
We need to stop the Israeli attacks, and we need to make sure the conflict in the northeast stops, and we need to make sure that there are no conflict developing between the different armed groups.
And whatever comes next, he says, must be representative of Syrian society.
If this is not happening, then we risk new conflict in Syria.
Emmett McCormick reporting. We're also learning the U.S. has made contact with rebel groups inside of Syria. The State Department is trying to track down a missing American journalist, Austin Tice, who went missing reporting in Syria in 2012, kidnapped outside of Damascus. The FBI has been offering a reward of up to $1 million for information on Tice. The State Department offering $10 million for anyone who helps to find him.
That serious?
In Southern California, there's been a brush fire that started Monday night in a Malibu canyon. It's grown to over 3,000 acres. It led to some mandatory evacuations, but a few neighbors, they stuck around desperate to protect their homes. Brian Rabb tried to save his neighbor's house with a garden hose. There were no firefighters around, so he called the community brigade. I told them we didn't have any engines and needed help. And I came, and these are volunteers. They're volunteers. Okay, you can open it. You ready? Yeah. All right. Here we go. Together, we saved several homes in the brigade. They left rats that are equipped. Still putting out hotspots now. Colorado so far about 20,000 under evacuation orders and warnings. In that area, there's a lack of power, cell reception, and internet service. The cause of the fire not yet known, but LA County fires believe it may be a case of
some ghost of music. That's the only one that got the heart tagged up in comments.
Soil deal for a low flat rate season that can save you.
Y'all gotta get in the game. You heard? Get in the game. No deal.
Hi, this is
What y'all on, gang?
Fred Help Fine Jewelry, and I invite you to experience our flagship store in retail. Shop our unparalleled selection of fine jewelry in every category. Looking for diamond studs? Charles Fred Help. Looking to get engaged or for that perfect wedding band? Think Charles Fred Help. How about a brand new tennis bracelet or tennis necklace? Think Charles Fred Help. Do you want the perfect piece of custom jewelry? Allow our design team to make your dream a reality. Visit us on the corner of Gordon Boulevard and Glen Cove Road, or visit us on the web at charlescraigellstore.com.
Thanks to Total Wine, you save more on all the gifts for the ones you adore. Wines and beers all nestled on shelves.
I will insist to keep my head above the water. I never realized DMX said that shit.
Bottles so delightful. Price so amazingly low.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More.
Responsibly B21.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With Venture X, earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn everyday purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, receive premium travel benefits like access to over 1,300 airport lounges where you just check in and chill out. Open up a world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your world?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details. Wins News Time 10:38. Time for 1010 Wins Entertainment News. While times are tough, even for celebrities, Jim Carrey, rather candid on why he decided to return to the big screen in Sonic 3.
You know, I came back to this universe because of play a genius.
Shout out to Jim. That nigga crazy. That's a brother for real. He definitely, yeah. Shout out to Jim.
He was at the British premiere of the new Sonic movie. It'll hit theaters here stateside on the 20th.
Man, this is real out here. I got to get back to work.
But the Beatles might be holding back Ridley Scott and Paul Mescal from working together again in the near future. Last night, the filmmaker behind Gladiator 2 held a conversation after a screening of his new work. He was asked if Mescal would be part of his upcoming film, The Dog Stars. He said yes, but he also revealed that Mescal is set to star in the new Beatles movie being produced by Sony Pictures. Mescal had been rumored to be a top choice to play Paul McCartney. Casting has not been confirmed yet by the studio.
Entertainment on 1010 Wins is sponsored by Shulman & Hill, New York's injury lawyers.
Go to hurtny.com.
That's hurtny.com.
I'm Larry Mullins. Personal injury should equal personal attention. That's what you get at Spector & Associates, serious injury law firm. They understand accidents and represent people who have been seriously injured. Spector & Associates is based in New York and will help. Injured? Call them first. 800-318-8888. Spector & Associates has recovered hundreds of millions of dollars for their clients. Have you been involved in any kind of accident? Visit their website, crashinjury.com, or call 800-318-8888. The attorney attorneys at Specter and Associates are fierce in getting you the money you deserve. Call them first. 800-318-8888. That's 800-318-8888. Or visit their website, crashinjury.com.
Specter and Associates, your serious injury lawyers. 800-318-8888.
Christmas tree is up. The Outlaw on the Shelf is in place. Now it's time to stuff the stockings. Our annual stocking stuffer giveaway is underway. Listen each weekday morning between 7:30 and 8. Your chance to win Mariah Carey tickets to the December 17th show at the Barclays Center. All thanks to our friends at Live Nation. Visit livenation.com.
The Newswatch never stops. This is 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM. You give us 22 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Good morning. 59 degrees, cloudy in the city at 10:40. I'm Kevin Rincon. Here's what's happening. Well, we're tracking rain throughout today and the winds expected to hit the 60-mile-per-hour mark in a few spots, especially that along the Texas judge. Federal judge coming to the aid of Alex Jones, stopping for now the sale of InfoWars to The Onion. Second-hand smoke could raise the risk of multiple sclerosis for kids genetically predisposed. Things went wrong. We'll explain. But right now, we're seeing those clouds. We're seeing on and off rain throughout the area. It's going to be a mild day. We're seeing a high of 65. When's news time 10:41. Traffic and transit on the ones. Karen Stewart.
As we check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels, the Hudson River crossings, are still pretty heavy. We've got 55 minutes, in at the Hollow Tunnel right now. Plus, at the inbound side of the Hollow, we had a broken down vehicle blocking the right lane. The inbound Lincoln is second with a 45-minute wait. Now, the inbound George has a 40-minute wait for the upper, a 25-minute wait for the lower, 15 for the Palisades approach, and 15 to 20 from Route 4 and 46's approach. And the outbound George Washington Bridge looks to be about a 20-minute delay. Now, at the East River, we are slammed at the RFK Triborough Bridge. It is black, bumper to bumper across the span, heading into the very heavy Upper East Side. Down the Harlem River, we've got plenty of delays past the RFK Triborough Bridge. We are easing onto the northbound Deegan off the RFK Triborough Bridge, although still quite slow. And the southbound Bruckner is still backed up to the RFK, but only from about 149th Street right now. Mass transit's on time. I suggest you take it with the bad weather, and also because of the Super Block Alert Day today. The city of Long Island's Big Three are gorgeous. Our next report's in less than 10. I'm Karen Stewart, 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Wins news time 10:43. Well, we are 10 days away from the start of winter, officially. We've already had freezing cold temps. We've seen some snow out there. Mother Nature doing weird things today, though. Expecting a high in the mid-60s. Way warmer than usual. And we're seeing strong winds in the forecast that could cause issues. More on the forecast with AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Yeah, we had some rain earlier, Kevin. We've been in a break across most of the area, although the rain's starting to fill in across New Jersey right now. So I think we'll see some steadier rain develop again into the afternoon. Some heavier downpours, possibly even a thunderstorm in spots. Another unusual December item in the forecast.
Together a whole lot more, which is not necessarily good for us. ABC's news report documents that were signed off on include 4 broad recommendations: improving U.S. government interagency cooperation, speeding up the sharing of information with allies when it comes to those 4 countries in question, making sure we use sanctions and other economic tools in the most effective way possible, and also stepping up preparations to manage the potential for simultaneous issues involving those adversaries. Wednesday's time 10:48. There's a federal judge in Texas helping Alex Jones keep a hold of his InfoWars website for now.
The owners of The Onion plan to turn InfoWars into another satirical publication, one focused on conspiracy theories. But a bankruptcy judge has found that the auction process for InfoWars was flawed. Jones had been ordered to give up his InfoWars empire, with proceeds from the auction going to families of the Sandy Hook massacre. They successfully sued Jones after he alleged that the mass shooting that killed 26 people was staged. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
Congress is looking to pass a defense bill, a big one, $884 billion. Now, there's a lot in it that lawmakers like on both sides of the political aisle. Things like pay raises for troops, money for new ships, beefing up our presence in the Indo-Pacific. And then there are things that have nothing to do with national security, like banning gender-affirming care for transgender children of service members. Republicans have made banning gender-affirming care a campaign issue. An appeal to a state ban in Tennessee, in fact, was just debated at the Supreme Court last week. The issue is divisive. As we wait for a vote in the House, it is worth noting previous efforts to do this through the National Defense Authorization Act have failed. Congresswoman Nancy Mace has made a name for herself going after transgender people. Before Sarah McBride could even be sworn into Congress, Mace pushed to make sure the incoming Delaware Democrat would be banned from using the women's bathroom. McBride is the first transgender person elected to Congress. Well, that animus has made Mace the target of an attack.
Capitol Police confirming an arrest after an alleged assault against Congresswoman Nancy Mace inside a congressional office building. Mace describing her assailant as, quote, a pro-trans man. Police have released few details about the suspect, identified as a 33-year-old from Illinois, who now faces a charge of assaulting a government official. Mace says she has a brace on her wrist that says she'll be just fine.
Nicole D'Antonio reporting. New research has found a possible link between secondhand smoke and multiple sclerosis. A new study suggests cutting children's exposure to their parents smoking may lower their risk of developing multiple sclerosis later in life, at least in people who are genetically exposed to the disease. Researchers in the Netherlands looked at thousands of brain scans, found higher MS genetic risk and household smoking were associated with lower total brain volume. Torian Small reporting. Jason Kelsey hit a little bump in the road caught on camera.
Jason Kelsey was driving a golf cart shaped like an Eagles helmet down Broad Street in Philadelphia when he swerved and tried to make a U-turn, then flipped over. The 7-time Pro Bowler, 6-time All-Pro, and 2018 Super Bowl champ said to be fine. He was wearing a Mummers Parade outfit, reportedly filming for his new late-night show on ESPN. Deborah Rodriguez for 1010 Wins.
Wins News Time, 10:51. Traffic and transit on the ones with Garrett Stewart.
Well, let's take a check and see how we are doing here in the city. We've got Hanson Parkway construction. It's going northbound between 183rd and 186th Street. You will see delays there because it's in the love lane. The love lane's closed until 2 there. And we've got police activity over on the east side, southbound on the FDR Drive, 79th Street. That's where the police activity is, and we've got slowdowns there. Queens, westbound, BQE at Queens Boulevard, we're heavy. We've got debris in the left lane of all lanes there. And as we check what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels in the East River, the RFK is still slammed across the span. Upper East Side delay is still quite heavy coming down the Harlem River Drive, getting on the FDR. And we still have some delays coming off the RFK getting onto the northbound Deegan. Traffic to the northbound Deegan has even backed up the Bruckner on the southbound side from 149th Street. The inbound side, the 59th Street Bridge is easing, but the Queens Boulevard approach is still very, very heavy. And the inbound Queens Midtown Tunnel has been on the westbound to the inbound Queens Midtown, and the eastbound Jackie Robinson Parkway is about to get to Kew Gardens Interchange. One with the bad weather that's going to be worse this afternoon, and a gridlock alert day in the city, not the day to drive. Traffic is sponsored by Stu Leonard's Farm Fresh Foods. I'm Stuart Simpson, Wins on 92.3 FM. Saving app deals at Stu Leonard's Farm Fresh Foods. This week, cold water 4-ounce lobster tails are only $5.99 each. You save $4. Plus freshly ground beef chuck, only $2.99 per pound. You save $1 a pound.
1010 Wins, AccuWeather forecast meteorologist Brian Thompson.
And Kevin, we continue to have a fair amount of clouds across the area. It's mild. Temperatures already near even above 60, and Newark's up to 63 right now. Rain starting to fill back in across New Jersey for what's been a lot across most of the area. Even in the city, a couple of showers again, rain across portions of Suffolk County too. The rain will become steadier into the afternoon, even into the evening hours. Some of the rain heavy along with a thunderstorm, and then the rain will taper off from west to east this evening. Most of the tri-state picking up about 2 inches of rain total, including what's already fallen. And there can be areas of flooding, especially on streets and in poor drainage areas. And then the wind, which is starting to pick up a little bit on the south shore of Long Island right now, is going to continue to increase. Winds gusting to 50 miles per hour, perhaps even up to 60 miles per hour across southern and eastern parts of Long Island. High temperature today, 65 degrees. Remaining windy, turning colder later tonight as the sky clears and the rain moves out, low 33. Sunny to partly cloudy, blustering colder tomorrow, high 38. Real fields in the 20s. Not as harsh with less wind Friday and Saturday. Well, some sunshine and highs in the upper 30s to near 40. Cloudy, 59 degrees right now in Midtown, are going up to 65. I'm Aggie Select. All-wheel drive, at least $398 a month.
4 months, zero security. Today, Sims, we're excited to enter a new era of partnership and broadcast excellence with our friends from River Spring Living. Here's the president and CEO, David Pomerantz.
John Sterling and Dave Sims truly understand why River Spring Living is the premier choice for senior living. We are located along the scenic banks of the Hudson River. Our community provides older adults with countless opportunities to lives. It has been an incredible journey with John, and now we are excited to pass the torch to Dave.
RiverspringLiving.org to schedule a tour today.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze, and right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, and actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why, when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million+ products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Wins News Time 10:56. Time for Bloomberg Money Watch with Courtney Donahoe.
Inflation is the name of the game today, Kevin. Consumer prices up 2.7% over the past year. So let's look at where we're all paying more. Car insurance is up close to 13% in the past year. Vet services have risen more than 7%. Stocks are higher with the S&P 500 rising 0.7%. However, the Dow little changed. Bloomberg Watch at 26 and 56 past every hour. I'm Courtney Donahoe for 1010 Wins on 92.3 FM.
Thanks to Total Wine, you saved more on all the gifts for the ones you adore. Wines and beers all nestled on shelves. Got some advice from our Northland elves. Oh, so many gifts to explore when you go to Total Wine and more. Bottles so delightful, whoa, whoa, whoa. Priced so amazingly low, low, low.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine and More.
Responsibly, B21.
This year, American farmers will harvest 2.8 billion bushels of wheat and 15.1 billion bushels of corn. And to this day, American road workers have built 4.2 million miles of roads and counting. We're proud that John Deere machines rolling off the line here in the USA play a part in supporting Americans who work the land and build a better tomorrow. Nothing runs like a Deere. Learn more at johndeere.com/manufacturing.
Hey guys, it's Jim Costa from Cash the Ticket. If you're planning on betting college football bowl games, good luck. No, seriously, it's never been harder. And you don't want to be hurting your bankroll. You want to make sure you're doing your homework. Listen to Cash the Ticket. Mike Valenti and I will be breaking down every single bowl game, dropping new episodes nearly every day throughout college football's postseason. Spicing things up with a 12-team playoff. Can't wait to see some of those teams from the South come up north for the snow. Be sure to subscribe to Cash the Ticket on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Imagine a world in which every piece of meat, fish, or poultry comes out exactly the way that you'd want it. Guaranteed. Tomahawk steak at medium rare. USDA safe, juicy chicken. Well, now it's possible to get it right every single time. Meet Chef IQ Sense, a modern-day, completely wireless cooking thermometer that 100% eliminates under or overcooking your food no matter how you cook. Chef IQ Sense was designed to withstand extreme heat and can even survive in your deep fryer. From grilling to roasting or baking, Chef IQ Sense guarantees that your chicken, meat, or fish will come out exactly to your preferred outcome.
Using Chef IQ Sense is so simple. Set the wireless probe in the Chef IQ app, choose your selected doneness, and Chef IQ Sense tells you when it's done. Buy Chef IQ Sense on sale at Costco this week or order now with code WORDBOOMER to get 20% off this amazing device. That's 20% off this great holiday gift when you use code WORDBOOMER right now at chefiq.com.
WINS, WINS FM in HD1 New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
More people get their news from 1010 Wins than from any other radio station in the nation. Phil Pilato's our service aide. Chris Roush, Martin Troib, our writers. Walter Geist at the editor's desk. I'm Kevin Rincon.